Right. So, what is your argument? Since I just started recording, so go ahead.
All right, it's me, Mr. Crafty again, and as usual, I'm using. Man, I understand why you don't do this, but we haven't put Asta. I understand why we haven't put Asta against any magic people because it would just be a stomp. But like he's really out of his comfort zone most of these videos. Ever since the Natsu, and I was using like a low ball, the older meta of Asta, right? No, even yeah, ever since then, I bet you're thinking, yeah, no more magic. Let's just use other shit.
All right. So,
Um, well, as usual, if you guys have been and listen to any of our videos, which his videos, and like I will be making a video on this very soon. I'm just waiting some distance from my other black color videos and Devil Union due to the fact. Do you want to put the scans also in there just so you can see them again? Might as well.
yeah.
As I was saying, right? Um, so due to the fact that the twin devils just casually existing destroyed shadows and light itself, which are like fifth dimensional constructs. I'm putting them in right now. By them just casually flexing their energy just because they thought it'd be funny. Here they're uploading, right? And also just so you guys know, I'm by the time I have my video, I'm gonna have the official scans. Because the scans I use, there's two of them. Both of them say like light and shadows itself. Just one could potentially get them even higher. That's why I just put both of them down just to make sure. But either way, it's for 5D through even higher. By them just casually existing, just flexing their energy, right? And 5D's low complex multiversal. And Asta, when he pulled up, he literally just made them their bitches. And yeah, and True Devil Union is like at least 11 stages above this because Lucifero is at supposedly the strongest of all the cliff off devils, and like there's 10 of them supposedly. We're not on the new arc yet. We know there's some hinted shit. And with Asta and True Devil Union gaining the fifth horn, representing he's a stage above other Supreme Devils, you can say he's 11 stages above low complex like these low complex multiversal beings. And you could argue that a base Asta, I don't know if I really want to argue this, is actually on par with like Lil Phanama due to the fact that like the one like one Magicula Churn the Queen of the Heart Kingdom Lopichka. No, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't pronounce her name. Lord Pulpachica, boom, Lord Pulpachica, right? And like she became a supreme devil, right? Type class, right? And how she was just gonna self-destruct herself, and base Asta was able to zoom in there and just stop the explosion. You could argue that, but I don't want to personally do that. I would argue now that a base Asta would probably be comparable to like a 80% Dante, like just showing how like yeah, just maybe that's more comparable if you know what I mean. Since like it's like I'll make a whole video talking about that, which make it like a base Asta like dwarf star level now. But regardless, Devil Union through True Devil Union Asta is casually low complex multiversal. If just the weakest of the Cliff Devils just casually flexing could destroy fifth dimensional constructs, makes him casually low complex multiversal. In terms of speed, Lucifero casually dodged the infinite slash equinox, which are stated to be direct parallels to Yami's dimension slash and dimension slash equinox, which just by verbatim dimension slash can cut through space and time, and the equinox can slice through an infinite realm. And the fact that they're also the same sword, and the only difference is the fact that one can use anti-magic would be, well, that's the only difference in the swords, and they have their own like special hacks with the anti-magic, which are useless in this fight. But like, and since he was able to dodge those slashes, and then True Devil Union casually defeated Lucifero It blitzed him in under 5 seconds, that's as long as he had, would also make him have infinite speed in true Devil Union, not like regular Devil Union, just true Devil Union. Regular Devil Union, he was only like massively faster. Like I had like an 8 billion at the most. And in terms of attacks, nothing's really gonna fucking affect Tsuna. He has no magic, so he's good at slashing things. And the only thing to hack really would be the infinite slash Equinox. Or of course he has his key abilities that does give him a precognition, and he can sense intentions and stuff like that. I think that wraps up like Asta.
Alright.
Oh, great swordsman, I guess. Also, just so you know, I think Asta has a chance against this. Let's hear your scaling for the myth, the legend, Tsuna.
Alright. So, Tsuna. I pretty much if you're those who haven't checked out my video on Tsuna, just reach 1K. Well, yeah, 1K views, which is I am proud of. Thank you guys for watching. I did a lot of research on that video. Y'all better be damn grateful y'all even got that scaling. I did a lot of research because Versatile Wiki downplayed him tremendously. So I got Tsuna at being multiversal. Let me explain why. So Tsuna, I keep saying Tsuna because he got the T in it, but Tsuna, the T is silent. I apologize.
Oh, it's silent? Oh, I'm sorry,
silent.
too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's silent. I keep calling him Tsuna. So Tsuna, basically how this scaling goes. It all started with the Mongolia rings. Now the Mongolia rings, or the Sky Ring, for Tsuna, has been stated to be 4D. Why is it 4D? Because pretty much the ring's power transcends space-time axis. So, and what it does is that pretty much it brings down all traditional power to the current user, or pretty much it can send people down through time itself, through time and space, which for Tsuna, it's pretty much an infinite universes. It's infinite universes, and he was fighting against a character who literally had the power to see through any or all universes to meet his other versions of himself, and he could absorb other versions of himself, thus destroying that universe. And he did this with his ghost self, which is basically made out of undying will flames, dying will flames. So basically he absorbed the dying will flame of his other self in the universe, and he destroyed it instantly. That makes his power should be at least multi-universal, up to multiversal, because he can communicate and connect through other people and gain their power of each universe. Tsuna was going up to against this character, and he awakened the power of the ring, which pretty much the very first Mongolia boss had to unlock it from him. So only him can unlock his true power. He had to travel through time, through the miracle of the mirror dimension, to appear in the present. And it's been stated to be 4D. So not only that, the Mongolia rings are 4D, making it at least universal plus, but Tsuna gets more powerful than this, because this makes it even more stronger than his normal self, because his normal self got fucked up. And pretty much he had his neck snapped, but he regenerated from this. I don't know how the fuck he survived, but he pretty much had his neck snapped, and he got healed from this. He got even stronger and defeated this dude at full power. In fact, the dude said, Bakaran, he said that he was using like 80% of his power against Tsuna, and Tsuna was casually holding back, and he completely one-shotted this character with one blast. And when he destroyed him, he basically destroyed all versions within the multiverse. So he destroyed the ring that destroyed all the other rings in the multiverse, thus destroying them. If that's not multiversal, I don't know what is. So we're moving on to the arc where he had to fight against the Simon rings. Simon rings has been stated to be like the manifestation of the universe, and pretty much it rivals the Vengola's power. In fact, the leader Enma, he destroyed the Vengolian rings, all of them, the Sky Ring too. So he should be Universal Plus, like right there. And then he pretty much molded the rings' power, or the rings themselves, into Vengolia gears to make them basically battle armor, universal battle armor right there. And not only that, but pretty much it power. What he uses was flames, pretty much to empower those gauntlets to make them even more powerful, make the flames more powerful. So he fights against Enma. Enma with Universal Plus power. He has to fight him because Enma, he's basically can create black holes that have the mass of a star. Yes, he can create stars that has the mass of a star, and he can make them collapse themselves to create black holes. Not only that Tsuna was able to escape these black holes, but he's able to destroy them with a blast, with just one blast. And it's been calculated this should be like an attack potency to be in like large planetary plus, but it should be higher than this.
Much higher. Like if you make a black hole like the size of like a star, like a black hole just the size, like an often like feat, like you know how I would mention, like I would argue like a base Asta now is like a dwarf star level, because the reason why I say that, well, you already know why I said that, but the reason why I hit the dwarf star level thing from is when Dante, you know, he created a black hole a little bit smaller than his own face,
Right?
and those are actually calced at dwarf star level. So imagine creating a black hole the size of a star. Like
It should be like a little solar system, right?
bro, casually, like, you know, like stars and black holes the size barely, you know, reaching the size of, like, you know, that could cast a shadow over like Italy or Paris, like have Regal, which is like a large star, revolve around it.
Exactly. And then we have Tsuna, who's able to destroy 6 black holes at once. So I don't know where to even scale that. Like honestly, some people say that's at least solar system level, but that's like a little bit of low ball.
Multi-solar, maybe multi-galaxy.
It probably on that level, and that's a little bit of a low ball considering he one-shotted a Barakuran. But we know that Tsuna by then, pretty much he was just amped by it and by the ring's power, and plus he was very, very weak at the time. And now I'm pretty sure he gets more powerful than this when he has the Oath Flame. Now the Oath Flame is basically he combined his ring with the Simon ring to create a new type of flame or a new type of power. So this should be like higher into Universal Plus, because that blast he did was all of his strength and all of his strength and all of his energy to destroy those 6 black holes, but he didn't kill the main villain of the arc. In fact, he had to pretty much his bones got destroyed by him because he couldn't move. So all his bones, his entire skeleton got fractured, and he couldn't defend himself because he ran out of energy. He had no flames to protect his body, you know. So pretty much he was out of energy. His bones got fractured. He unlocked the Oath Flame that causes reinforcement of the broken bones, making his durability more powerful. And he can manipulate gravity just like Enma, and probably even create stars and create black holes as well. Now, he did defeat the main villain quite easily in this form. But he just let him. He wanted to let him go, right? He's like, yeah, let's just stop. This is pointless. This battle is pointless. But this villain literally turns into a ghost. He leaves the body that he was possessing to escape with the flame of night. But Tsuna, with one blast, destroyed him on a spiritual level. So that's like spiritual destruction right there. Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah, spiritual destruction right there. With his dying will flames. Yeah, I keep saying dying will flames. No, dying will flames. So yep, Universal Plus right there. Pretty much. Actually, hang on one second, because I did pretty much scale him higher than this. I haven't in a video. It's been a long time since. It's been 3 months since that video. So let me see. Okay, so the Vagolia rings are 4D in power. The Simon rings are universal in power. So that would mean that the O flame is universal plus. The Mar ring are multiversal in power. The Arcobiano pacifiers, which I will get in a minute, is high uni to possibly multiversal plus. And because due to be, the pacifiers are stated to be more powerful than all the rings combined. And the Flame of Night to being universal plus in power, or likely higher, because it's stated that this power surpasses human existence and it's the strongest of the Arcobiano. So yeah. So pretty much Tsuna, his power should be on this level. Pretty much this universal plus power couldn't even harm this Arcobiano. It could not harm him. In fact, he couldn't even catch up to him. And matter of fact, the Flame of Night is it's a dying will flame created by pure malice and just hatred, right? And the Flame of Night, it literally says it transcends human existence. So that's why the Arcobiano is basically doesn't look human at all, because he is empowered by the Flame of Night. Now the Flame of Night is basically it's basically life force, right? Because normally dying flames are life force. They are known as being life force. But when this Arcobiano got his life force sucked away from him by Checkerface, leaving him for dead, he was literally about to die. He had willed himself to live and created the Flame of Night out of pure hatred. So you can take that as you will, but that flame surpasses human existence, making this flame even more powerful than the flames of the Arcobiano pacifiers, which is stronger than all the rings, which is universal plus to fucking multiversal in power, making the Flame of Night being multiversal plus. And Tsuna, he had the go into ultimate dying will mode, which is the peak of his power that rivals the Flame of Night that surpassed human existence. Even the Arcobiano even stated like, oh, so you have the same power as me. So pretty much Tsuna's dying will flames surpass human existence, while his flame is despair. His is hope itself. And not only that he casually one-shots the Flame of Night, but he outspeeds it too, because we know that he teleports around instantaneously. He said he could do this infinitely if he wanted to. So not only that, he can pretty much tag and counter fucking instantaneous travel. You can arguably say that he's infinite in speed. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know how you even scale the teleport being faster than teleportation. It could be infinite speed, but yeah, that's pretty much puts Tsuna on tier of multiversal. So yeah,
Well, damn. Well, speed. Like, I mean, I know before we talked to him, you could give him the faster than light, like the massively faster than light, right?
Right. He should be yeah. He should be faster than light plus. I'm not sure if he's massively faster than light.
Right.
Because like he can escape black holes, and I know if you escape black holes, you have to be faster than light.
Yeah. So the way I see this fight going, right? So let's say if you use my my original universal argument for uh uh Asta, right?
Right.
And if we're only true double union would be universal, right? And like anything below that like would be like large star level, right? Then where do you see that meta, like that old meta of Asta, since he only has he only has 5 minutes and like his true double union and double union all together, right? Where would you see that version of him? Like, how would you see, like, you say you can give him the multiversal, right?
Right.
And yeah, there's a speed gap. Like, here's what I see. Like, this in that meta, there's the speed gap, right? Would have in that transformation, he would have infinite speed, but like, he would be much weaker. You know what I mean? And also, what type of person is Tsuna? Like, is like most likely also probably just go Devil Union and then feel like, we've discussed this many times and like with our Luffy versus Asta, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll most likely go to true Devil Union, as that's just the type of person he is, right?
Right.
He's
So
is Suna like he's gonna be much stronger, but not faster. Do you think he could, like, even if he does go true Devil Union, right? He'll still be faster but not stronger. Yeah, so how do you see like that going? Like, do you think he'll be able to actually beat him, or
well, it all depends because like we have a guy that can literally go to point A, point B instantaneously. Even if you can sense intentions or anything like that. Suna said that he cannot read him at all, and we know the hyper intuition allows you to predict movements before they happen. It allows you to see through illusions, and it has allowed you to pretty much react before you can.
Right.
And
so
pretty much,
I see this. Oh, yeah, go.
I was going to say that pretty much in Ultimate Dying Will mode, his hyper intuition becomes even more powerful than before, because he can not only casually see, sensing where he's going to appear at, but pretty much this dude literally blitz around him with instantaneous attacks, right?
So he even has like precognition, right?
Yeah, he has really good precognition.
So here's the way. So with the older meta, right? Do you think he could kill Asta or waste enough time before he even goes into true double union? Like, do you think just one tap from him in either transformations would be enough to obliterate Asta's entire being, right?
Yeah,
Since he's like
the Dying Will mode. Oh, actually, I totally forgot about his hacks. I didn't even.
Yeah, like what?
Oh.
Yeah, might as well. But real quick before going over his hacks, do you think like the older meta of Asta, right? Do you think I actually do see like him being able to kill him even before he even goes to true double union? And if he does go true double union, he probably wasted at least 2-3 minutes, and he would be much faster. But would a universal being be able to kill a multiversal being within like 2 minutes or less?
I don't think so. I don't know about that, because
actually say his hacks first real quick. Let's just say his hacks real quick.
Okay, so basically his hacks is pretty much like okay, so I'm gonna go over his gears and stuff like that, all the rings and all the stuff like that, right? So he has like excuse me. So he pretty much has the rings, right? And we know the rings pretty much can increase the strength of his flames. And I should explain what the flames are, right? So the sky flames are pretty much abilities of assimilation with the surroundings or purification or petrification. My bad, petrification. Allowing the 7 attributes, Sky Flames are the rarest and most comparable to actual flames, burning and processing fire and heat that is it pretty much is condensed super energy. And Sky Flames are the strongest and hottest flames capable of even melting steel. So the characteristics of this Sky Flame is that it has the power to assimilate within the surrounding. And it can be used in several ways, like combine like other types of dying world flames to create new ones, harmonize with the enemy's flames and absorbs it. And the Sky Flames is known to have the ability to petrify anything. So pretty much the Sky Flames are pretty much super condensed energy, but this pretty much comes from wave energy. That's how Sky Flames are made. Wave energy is known as life force, and Sky Flames become, pretty much the wave energy becomes flames due to willpower. So the more powerful your resolve, the more powerful the flames. And basically, if they're pretty much like life force or life force energy, he can pretty much absorb life force energy to make him stronger. So there's that. He could pretty much convert any energy into flames, in his own flames, to make them even more powerful. And he has one hacks in this form that's the opposite of flames, and that's ice. So this ice, it can seal away life force, and it can only be melted by dying world flames. Now this was stated by Reborn that no type of energy can melt this ice. It would just get absorbed, such as sunlight and other different types of energy. So if you use any other types of energy, it would get absorbed by the ice and make it even more stronger. So you can't break out of this ice unless you have dying world flames. And as for the petrification, pretty much like he has this this weapon box, right? This weapon box animal is named Natsu. I know it's like Natsu, like, yeah, pretty much this was like ridiculous. So this animal Natsu pretty much is a small immature lion.
Fire dragon.
Right. He can roar these flames. So pretty much what he does is that when he roars, he pretty much petrifies anything that he roars at. So you can't move. So like pretty much he just petrifies you. And it's a good hacks because pretty much he is going to be helping him in this battle. He can combine this into his flames. He can create a long black cloak that nullifies any ability that touches it. Like, it nullifies not only abilities, but it can nullify attacks as well. And nothing in the series is able to break through it. So we have like a multiversal being that can't even break through it. It gets nullified. So pretty much what it does, why it nullifies, is because it harmonizes with the attack, thus negating it. So yeah, pretty much it can do that. That's a pretty good fucking hacks. He has resistance to reality warping and power nullification because he fought against one of the Miss characters that is way because his flame is more powerful than the Miss flame. The Miss flame can warp reality, so there's that. I think that's pretty much it here, except for the precognition. I already went over that, so pretty much it should be all here. Yeah, it should be all. I think this should be all of his hacks here. So yeah, that's pretty much all of his hacks.
Damn.
Except for the whole thing, he can absorb energy and convert it. So yeah, that's his hacks. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I see as my older universal argument. Like, I feel like he could probably kill him even before he would use True Devil Union. Even if he did, I feel like he could outlast him with his like strength advantage and speed advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah.
like Asta isn't the person to go kill you unless if you're, well, a devil kind. Unless if you're like a really bad person, he won't kill you instantly. Like it is mostly devils. He just kills instantly. It's like he can feel their, like he's probably not the type of person to be like, yeah, I'm gonna just slice you instantly. He probably and I actually do see my older meta. I see Tsuna beating Asta. Do you agree?
I would say Suna would be Asta, especially if he goes into ultimate
Yeah.
giant wheel mode, because that
Oh,
form was stated that he don't need gears or weapons or anything in that form because it's not needed.
yeah.
Because
The only problem I see would have to deal with is if he goes true double union, and then that speed gap would be the only thing. But like he also has a limited time in that, and his infinite slash. But even that, he would have to, that's the only thing I see him having trouble with. But like still, like I do see him just be killing him beforehand. You know what I mean?
I would kind of disagree on the speed part, because like that super iteration is insane. Like,
Yeah, but like it's still infinite speed. Like that's still one. Like you can be quintillions of the sextillions times faster than light, but infinite speed you would be so insignificant. It would still be insignificant.
well,
But
yeah,
like that's
yeah.
only in True Double Union. So that's like if he even gets the chance to go into that.
If he gets the, I
Uh,
don't think he would ever gets the chance, because like I'm
yeah,
pretty sure he would just like manipulate the gravity, and he just create a black hole before he even
just like
try.
suck him up. I
Man,
just suck him off.
frick,
Yeah,
so, yeah.
and yeah, and but like if we're counting the newer meta, where just a casual, regular Devil Union Asta is casually like low complex multiversal, which is whole nother dimensional tier above multiversal. Plus of the speed advantage, like I do like even like not even counting the true Devil Union has the infinite speed, just like the regular Devil Union has like 80 through 80 million through 8 billion times the speed of light in low complex multiversal. Casually, like I
I would
feel
say,
like
yeah,
that version of
he'd be
Lost.
more faster, but
Yeah,
I don't see
and
like him doing
stronger.
like, yeah, yeah, he will be more stronger and faster than Suna. But Suna, in terms of hacks, he got this. Like,
Oh yeah.
like, if he
So
gets a
wait, the
good hack
hacks
set.
would. Wait, so the hacks would. So like the petrification, right? So like how? So real quick. So I know the ice. So Suna can just summon the ice shit that no one can melt it, right?
Yep. Well,
So like
he pretty much, if he touches you, he freezes you instantly.
okay, so he would have to touch him though, right?
Yeah, he would have to touch him.
So you think like even just a regular like we're using my newer meta right with the low complex right? You think even just a regular Devil Union right? Asta, not true Devil Union. Do you think an 80 through 8 billion times like sorry 80 million through 8 billion times faster speed of light? Do you think he would be even able to touch him? Like, and
Uh,
also the petrification like how would he like I was like do you think the ice part do you think he would be able to touch him?
the ice part, he would need to touch him, but Asta's faster. No, wait, actually, if he gets Asta in that gravity fucking force of a star, I don't know. Like,
It's like
I don't know.
the gravity things like even Lucifer like he actually dealt with Lucifer like two gravity uses like Lucifero right like and
But yeah, that was
Lucifer
gravity magic though, right?
yeah which is the same properties of its real life counterpart which even just a base version of him was actually able to withstand the spell's called Presence of the Demon King right and but he like and when he went like in Devil Union he wasn't being like crushed but like then he wasn't trying to crush him he was just like like kind of flexing his dick. Basically, that's what Lucero was doing.
Yeah.
But like which is already a low complex multiversal being as of is without his transformation, because he's at least 10 stages above, Lil Phenomena, and then with his like full quote unquote full power state. He's at least 2 times stronger than a true Devil Union Asta, right? When he won it, he only had 5 seconds left. He actually did crush him with all the gravity he had, and he just got up, and like it wasn't bothering him at nothing. So he does like so it would have to be like the only way for the gravity to even like have an effect on him is if like he had like higher AP than him, or it could create gravity higher than him. Like he probably won't really he probably won't bat an eye to it.
Oh.
The thing is like at the first my older argument meta for like Asta, I do see like Tsuna taking this mid through easy diff. Agree?
Yeah.
With the
multiversal stuff, yeah. But like in normally stuff, yeah, Tsuna would just completely slap. Like you're like,
yeah.
Honestly,
the only thing he would have on him would be speed, and that's like only for 5 minutes, right? And that's in like if he does go true Devil Union, which would probably take a little bit. It would take he would already he would probably already wasted quite a bit of time, right?
Yeah, if he gets it with that petrification though, it's pretty much over.
Yeah. Well, how is that real quick? How's the hyper? I just want to know real quick because I just want to know so how would he trap in the petrification?
Actually, let me. Okay,
does he have to look at it? How and you can't escape. When you're petrified, you're just petrified, right?
Okay, there's petrification, there's purification too as well. So pretty much he can use the sky flame to get rid of dark energy at one point, and then there's
wait, dark gamer. I'm trying to think. Asta isn't an evil person, nor is Li Bei. The devils have negative and dark mana.
Wait,
Li Bei actually has no mana. I'm trying to think.
Wait, he does have mana. How do you give energy then?
Anti-magic? Oh,
anti-magic energy. How is that possible?
He was born with Li Bei was born with no magic, which is why in terms of devils he was the lowest. But when he was one of the high-ranking devils was like, yeah, I don't like you anymore. So he threw him at the gates of hell. And since he had no magic, no negative mana, all devils have negative mana, but he had none, which is a theory why he actually is a good person. Since he had none, since he had no mana in general, right? The gates let him through, so they didn't think he was a devil. And after he was hung out with he hung out with Asta's mom right after she dropped him off, right? Lucifero, since he can actually take control over any devil, he tried to possess Li Bei to gain access to the world, right? But she ended up sealing Li Bei inside the 5-leaf glow Rimor, so she couldn't do that. And he spent 15. We don't understand it yet, but he spent 15 years cursing out the devils, wanting to kill them all, right? And he said my prayers were answered, and all of a sudden he was gifted with anti-magic by some higher force or something. Oh yeah, gods are a thing in the black. It was stated that the reason why Asta, we don't. There's one of the main reasons why Asta didn't have magic is because the god of fate knew if Asta had any magic, he would have been too strong for his own verse or something. That's why he had no magic. That's the god of fate's reason for it. And it was stated by what's her name? Vanessa, who has fate magic powers, right?
Right.
And you said the god of fate, she knew if you had any magic, you would have been too strong for like this verse or something. Which is, and of course there's gonna be like an inverse, like we know why he didn't have magic because his mom zapped it from him and stuff like that. But like, there's gonna be a like, other reason, but still.
Interesting, interesting. And pretty much, I got this pretty much this scan here of it, explaining what the flames are and what they can do. I need to still find that his flames that it can actually
Niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas and
particle
niggas
beam.
and
Wait,
niggas in
hold
my
on a minute.
butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas in my
Tsuna
butthole,
dodges a
niggas
particle
and
beam?
niggas in my butthole,
Yo.
niggas in my butthole, niggas and niggas and
Yo, he dodges a particle beam already faster than light. Hold on. I didn't even know what a particle beam is. I need to look this shit up.
It depends on the part. Is it like a light particle beam? Then that's like fast and light easily.
Easily faster than light. Actually, I'm about to post this one too. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, he dodges this particle beam. Just casually dodges it. It's probably his intuition. That has to be his intuition, him dodging that.
Still, he still dodged it. Like, you have to give him props for that.
Yeah, he should be like easily faster. Wait, he's faster than light before the black hole feats. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'm trying to find that ability he done for the box flame. He's able to petrify. Where the fuck is petrification at? Let's see.
Niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas.
Where is the petrification?
Niggas and niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole.
What chapter was that?
Niggas in my butthole, niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole. Niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole, niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole,
where is the
niggas in my
petrification?
butthole,
Shit.
niggas in my butthole,
Everybody wants to forget about that feat.
niggas in my butthole, niggas in my butthole.
Should be size. The gravity of the sun? Whoa! Okay, hold on a minute. While I'm looking at this gravity manipulation thing, they say him escaping a black hole should be like 2 times the speed of light. I think he should be even faster than that, but hey. Allows him to use the star level amount of, he pretty much creates like large stars. The mass of a star has the gravity. The bursting of these spheres have the gravity of our sun. Whoa. And he just survives it right there. Just straight up survives. You are permanently frozen.
Well, man, honestly, like,
Oh, I forgot. He has one ability. He has one OP ability. And he can nullify any type of energy shot at him. He created.
well, this is kind this is like his own type of anti-magic. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it would pretty much.
Oh wait, that would be really useful in
like it absorbs explosions. It pretty much, I showed you the scan. He pretty much absorbed the explosions and everything. He just absorbed it right into him. So if he does that move that you're seeing in the scan, you're not hitting him. Because it's been stated that he pretty much leaves a part of him open, like a part of his power open, like a little hole or void in his power, and he absorbs that void. He pretty much absorbs that power into that void, therefore absorbing that energy and become more powerful, therefore negating it.
Wow. So damn. Oh, that's. I mean, maybe in this scenario, would that affect magic? It doesn't matter. In this scenario, maybe it's a good thing Asta's anti-magic doesn't work. Maybe you can make that argument.
I think if you use like the any type of energy used against him, Tsuna's gonna absorb that shit.
That's actually pretty broken. Like back to the thing, if we my views, if we use the original older argument I had for Uni Asta, like Tsuna's gonna slap mid to easy diff, and if we use the newer arguments, even just like a regular double unit would be just even much stronger and faster. It wouldn't like he wouldn't really be able to like even hurt him in terms of physical AP and speed. He would casually speed blitz him, being at least 80 to a billion times. Well, no, at least faster than him.
And I've just found my bad, but I just found the scan of him petrifying.
Well, can I see? I want to before I say before I finish this up, right? You put in the scans.
Yeah, I'm about to do it right now. Let me see.
I just want to see how it works, just to be, just I want to make sure there's no way. Like, I mean, all right, here we go.
It's from bottom to top, by the way.
Okay, here we go. Let me read this real quick. It explains it, right?
Yeah, it explains it. Reborn explains it. So basically, the lines you see right now are snakes.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, I see. What's a cute little thing right there?
He turns them into concrete.
And it's like kind of like Medusa.
Wait. He turns them into concrete? Oh shit! It's over.
Does he? Now, like, how does how does it work? I'm just like, how does that work? Like, does he have to look into him in his eye?
No, he roars, as you can see. He roars and he turns them. Pretty much, he roars and he just petrifies them because, like, look, you see in the scan, right? Those snakes was moving around him. The way you see them standing still, you see them standing still.
Oh yeah, like in the final scan where there's still.
No, like in the first game. Yeah, in the first game. Yeah. He pretty much roared. They stand still, and they got turned to concrete, and he just smashed right through them.
Oh yeah, I see.
In the second scan, you see how big the effect was. So he just smashed right through it, and it was like, what the fuck?
What the hell? Like, that's, I mean, man, I wish it gave some further explanation of it, but actually, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so, yeah, even just with that, I feel like even now, for sure, with my first, like, older Uni Asta argument, I would say he slaps them even before, he could probably just roar before.
Here you go.
He would be so much stronger, like, Asta would speed blitz him, he would go attack him with his sword, right? And,
you see it now?
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, that's the anime version.
Oh, so it has to hit, or does it?
It's a roar. Like, yeah, pretty much he roars, and it's over.
Oh shit! They just splattered.
And it doesn't really harm you though. It doesn't harm you. It's just pretty much he just roars at you, and
How come the man took longer to petrify than the bird?
Because the bird is energy itself.
What?
Yes, the bird is energy.
I see is the man stronger than the bird?
No, the man basically he summoned that bird. And
okay.
Yeah, he pretty much summoned the bird with his dying will flame.
It's easier to turn energy to stone than
Yes.
How do you turn energy to stone?
Like that's he's shooting energy at them. And pretty much this is the power of harmony. Harmony allows you to pretty much harmonize with any type of energy, including life force. So it pretty much works easily on energy, but on other actual human beings, yeah, it takes a few seconds, but you're basically getting petrified.
Yeah. So It's my older argument for Asta. I would say like he slaps like probably easy diff now with now understand that works. Here's how it probably would happen, right? So he would be even just let's say he most likely just go regular double union. He would still be able to speed blitz him, but he would be just so much weaker that he would go try to slash him with the sword. The sword would probably just stop on impact, and like he'd be like, "What?" Then like Tsuna would just like give him like the like what the fuck you doing look, and just maybe either try to grab him, but he might dodge it, but may just roar.
I think
and just he turns its own.
I think it depends what sword he's using, right? Because like if he
Well,
uses
I
the
mean,
katana,
oh yeah, if he infinite slash, that would. But like, I'm just assuming he's not pulling out the infinite slash, right?
I mean,
like,
yeah, yeah. If he uses that sword though, I'm pretty sure Tsuna will fucking melt that shit. As soon as like, I'm pretty sure he will melt it with his pure, like with the pure of his flames, because his flames can melt steel and stuff like that. But if he used the other swords, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and but like that I do see, right? And but like with my the newer low complex multiversal, like with arguments, right? For also just casual double union being like that, I feel like he's still much faster and much faster, but also still much stronger, like a whole dimensional tier above him. Like I don't think I don't think he would even like if Tsuna look he wouldn't be able to even hurt him or speed blitz him, and if he even did go true double union, which I don't think he would, like I mean he might if he did, the speed and power gap would just be even more like astronomical. I don't see him, I don't really see him beating the newer arguments for like Asta. But like what I mean, right?
Yeah. Especially since the ultimate dying wheel, mode, being a flame that surpassed human existence, and also it pretty much like since it's more powerful than all the box weapons he has and all the gears he has, and Reborn says he don't no longer need them because he's pretty much at full power. That means the flames themselves, he could pretty much manipulate those flames, and pretty much he could probably petrify you. And like with its pure aura, he could just petrify you. So yeah, it could go either way. But like in one scenario, if it's like normal means,
like for older arguments, I would say Tsuna slaps.
Yeah.
Like the speed difference probably wouldn't even matter. It won't. It won't matter. You know what I mean? Like like I said, most likely he'll grab a sword, be kind of confident that he could slice this guy. Go up, try to slice him. The sword would just like stop or break on impact. He would do like what the fuck you doing look, roar, probably petrify him, and just like crush it.
Yep.
And like in that meta, I see Tsuna winning like 70 through 80% of the time. Maybe like 80 through like 95% of the time.
Pretty much.
But like with the newer, newer meta, I really don't see Tsuna winning really anyway. I mean, if you like I said, even now with now you could argue a base Asta being like comparable to like an 80% Dante, which would make his just own base like 4-star level, like over 100.
How do you feel about the whole willpower thing? Because the rings allows
I agree with the whole them being 4D stuff, like Universal Plus, and like how that part of it, and like the willpower being like I'm like every time when someone brings up this is my willpower, I agree with the scaling. I totally believe that's Universal Plus and easy multiversal. I totally believe that, right?
Yeah.
But like the thing, low complex. I know low complex might sound weaker, but entire dimensional tier above it, and like also just base W. Okay, so Lilith, Nama's base casually just flexing their energy could destroy that, and when they fuse, they're stronger than that. Like Nox said, it's not like their power was added; it was multiplied as well, right?
Right.
And Asta literally killed her in like a day. Is it a day now? Yeah, I whatever, right? Killed stay in under like just like one slash. And then Lucifero is at least 10 stages above that, and like True Double Union is like 11. You shouldn't say like he's stronger than that. That's it. But like that's it's just like I'm gonna be, of course, you've seen the scans, but I'll actually make it a video soon. Actually, after this video, I want to talk to you something about that real quick.
Yeah. No
yeah. So, but like with the newer metas for Asta, I see Asta winning, kind of like what I said. Like kind of what I said for Tsuna, 80 through 90% of the time with the newer metas. Like that, man. So Asta, 4th W, yes. Next person, I don't know who's it gonna be.
Well, I wouldn't say a 4th W. More like pretty much he's gonna get he's gonna get clapped before he even go into that form.
Okay, yeah, with that, okay. All right, let's do it like this. Like with the older meta, right? Asta's only won like 2 times. With the newer meta, he's been taking it. So, but like, if you pull a person that's actually like outer versal against Asta, I'm just gonna be sad. Like, I'm not even like not actually sad. I'm like, well, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
Don't do that. Don't do that to me. I mean, okay, actually, no. Well, I'll be fair. I mean, you haven't been at these characters, like, okay. So, Asta, with new meta Asta, 4th W, let's go. But, like I said, the older meta, honestly, with my older meta
gets fucking destroyed.
Honestly, my older meta Asta, I'm kind of happy I finally found the new low complex multiverse. My